So, we are now going to hear from Dan Koval. Dan is the Corporate Initiatives Manager at Bentley and a longtime Future City volunteer. Dan, would you join me on stage, please? So, while Dan's making his way up, let's show him and his colleagues how much we appreciate Bentley.
Thank you so much. Welcome, Dan. Thank you. One decision can change your life, but your decisions can change the world. If you were alive in 1936 and wanted to build a rocket, you would have been told that a rocket will never leave the Earth's atmosphere. Now we all know, besides space camp, that not only have rockets and people left the Earth's atmosphere, we have companies literally trying to sell you tickets like it's a carnival ride. Now, if you were alive in 1946 and you had a passion for television, you would have been told that television won't last because people get tired of staring at a plywood box every night. Now, not only are we obsessed with TV, we shrunk it down, we gave it a tiny little screen, and we carry it in our pockets everywhere, right? Hey, who here has a TV on their wrist right now, also known as an Apple Watch, right? Yeah, a couple folks there. But listen, as you go out and you're making an impact in the world, you're probably going to hear that you can't make a difference. You're only one person. But let me tell you something. Your decisions matter. You can change the world. Because everything around us, everything you see, everything in front of you started with a decision by someone who most likely was told they couldn't do it. Things like Snapchat, Fortnite, any players in the room? Right? Bentley. Oh, wait. No. Not the car company, the engineering software company. Because for those of you not familiar with the Bentley Systems story, it was about 35 years ago that Keith Bentley decided to venture out on his own and start his company. In a time and culture where leaving a really good job at a really nice company was not something that someone did, but that one decision led to the creation of Bentley Systems. And so what is it we do at Bentley Systems? Again, we're an engineering software company. We empower engineers to design, analyze, and build some amazing things all around the world. It was founded in 1984 by Keith Bentley, and then eventually his brothers all made the decision to come along and make an impact as well. We've got over 4,000 colleagues or coworkers, and lots of them are recent college grads, so you guys are only a few years away, and a whole bunch of interns. Now, we're in 50 different countries around the world, which means not only do we speak a lot of languages, we have some pretty great food at our work meetings too. But really, what do we create at Bentley? Well, we create superheroes. No. Not like the Avengers. Engineering superheroes that have built and designed some of the most amazing things in the world. That ain't no Motel 6. That's a very beautiful hotel out in Singapore. Aqueducts in China. The best dam bypass in the West. Beautiful airports in the Middle East. And rail stations in the UK. Engineers create some amazing things, and it's a phenomenal path for today's students to take. But don't take my word for it. Anyone ever heard of Shark Tank? Tiny little show, right? Well, if you asked Mr. Wonderful himself how today's students can create money and success, he's got his top 3. All right? Ready? Ready? Number 1, engineering. Number 2, engineering. Who wants to guess number 3? Engineering, you're right. But listen, even with all the knowledge, influence, and resources that Bentley Systems has, they didn't want to stop there. They said, we can impact the world through corporate social responsibility, which is why I'm here today. You see, I'm the corporate initiatives manager. If you don't know what that means, it's okay. I really don't either. But what I tell you I do is I have the honor and pleasure of overseeing all of our corporate giving all around the globe. Now, that's allowed me to do some pretty cool stuff, work with some pretty amazing organizations, and sometimes I get to spread Christmas cheer by singing loud for all to hear. I wasn't sure if my elf joke was going to carry or not, but thanks, guys. I really appreciate that. You see, it all started with that one decision. Because at Bentley, we encourage our colleagues to get involved in the community. First, I was a big brother at an organization called Big Brother, Big Sister. I've had a phenomenal time mentoring there. But then, I had an opportunity to work with some local school students at this really tiny organization called Future City, right? And Bentley believes so strongly in the mission of Future City to where they help inspire students to make the decision to become engineers. That, like they said, we've been doing this for over 20 years. And we believe that you can make a difference because your decisions matter. But what do we really do at Bentley? Right? We have really cool office parties, great meetings. Honestly, we get the best seats at events like this. We got reserved seating down front. That was kind of awesome, right? But what is it we really do? Really, we're making a difference in the world. Because 30 years ago, and if you even ask Microsoft's own Trudy Norris Gray how helping and working with engineers makes a difference, here's what she would say. That by working with engineers, we're not just doing good business, we're doing good. And because of that one decision that Keith Bentley made 30 years ago, I've had the opportunity to travel to some of the most remote places in the world. Islands that are only accessible by a ferry. To a village that the very same water they wash their clothes in, that they bathe in, is the water they drink. Because we've got kind of a small water problem, as I'm going to go take a drink of my water, around the world. 2.1 billion, that's billion with a B, people don't have access to clean drinking water. But do you remember what that one decision can do? It can change not only your world, but somebody else's. You see, because for that island and that village, the story doesn't end there. Because of support from Bentley Systems, because of work from our colleagues, because of great global organizations, engineers and the local villagers worked together and created a clean, safe, reliable water system, right? And so that's just one of the many places that my colleagues and I have had the opportunity to travel to around the world. Multiple hemispheres, continents, north and south of the equator. You see, because you have a difference to make. And what difference do you want it to be? Because we need people like you, we need the next generation of engineers to come with us and help us. Because we live in a time and a place where you guys have access to some pretty cool stuff. We live in a time where information is so readily available, right? you guys just have it in your hand. We live in a time when you can create solutions to global problems from your basement. You can just print them right out. We also live in a time when you guys have unprecedented access to platforms that we didn't have. Martin Luther King Jr. did not have any digital channels to share his message with to change the world. But you do. Your generation has the opportunities in front of it to change the world so much faster, so much easier, with so many less resources than we did. It has become your responsibility to change the world. But listen, you are going to face adversity. And do you know how to conquer adversity? You have to have the right attitude. So, in the wise words of American singer-songwriter Taylor Allison Swift, I suggest that when the haters are gonna hate, you are gonna shake it off. You shake it off. Because you're called to create things that do more than just make you some money. You're called to create things that make lives better. We need you. We need your passion. There's a difference to be made, and you can do it, but it starts with your decision. If you're breathing, if you're awake, if you're here, and you're alive, you can do it, and we believe in you. Before you leave today, look around at the people. They believe in you too. You've made it so far. Congratulations to all the teams that have made it here. You won at regions. You made it to finals. You're all amazing. And we need what you can do. We need your talent. We need your creativity. We need your ingenuity. But most of all, we need your heart. Because when you leave here, you have a decision to make. And believe me, your decisions matter. Thank you.